Okay, this is the staggered stance deadlift. So for this, we're picking a side that we want to work on either hip internal rotation or shifting into that side, or even some tibial foot connection with the ground. So what we're going to do for this, whatever side is back, in this case, I'll have my left side back. I want it to about half a foot length behind my front foot. So what that looks like is my toes are at about my midfoot of the front foot. My stance should be actually relatively pretty narrow, so about hip width. If you need to, we can go a little bit wider. But for here in my narrow stance, left side back, from here we're simply just going to do a deadlift where we're keeping a relatively straight knee on this back side, and we're going to allow ourselves to shift into that hip a little bit as we go back. Again, we can load this up to tolerance and before form starts to break down. But again, the goal here is to load this backside hip, and we are forcing ourselves to use a little bit more internal rotation, so emphasizing the bony mechanics, the biomechanics of this left side in the hinge pattern. So we can do more of an RDL style, or we can do more of a traditional deadlift where we're getting a little bit more knee bend. Okay, go ahead, give that a shot. You can also include a ramp where we might have our back foot, the toes elevated on the ramp. Again, this is going to force ourselves into that hip a little bit more and force that hip shift back. Again, emphasizing this backside hip if we have that front foot, or sorry, that back foot toe elevated. Give it a shot.